How do you prepare for that, right? How do you play against that especially?
I'm guessing they watched last week's game, right?
They've done their homework.
understood, like, oh, this is the effect of the Florin. Again, the hero seems to be built for Oh My Venus.
Yeah.
Let me enumerate the reasons why. All right, there's two main reasons I think. Number one is its kit is very similar to the Estes. It has heals, it has some level of CC. Number two is it's almost the best shot calling hero. She can be like an Angela, like, all right, I'm not in the battlefield. I'm paying attention to the mini map, but I'm affecting the waves, the tides of battle.
Yeah.
Right, because I can heal globally, and then I can give this little buff to who is it on right now?
Yeah. Didn't catch a glimpse who it's on, but yeah, I get the point, right? The impact there can be felt literally globally.
Globally and at all times.
There. Yeah. And that's something that you have to work again. Any team that has to play against a Florin, obviously, that's something that they have to keep in mind. And now, even with that said, though, you know, the tools that Onic Philippines has, we could see them winning those early turtles once again. Especially, you know, Sensui, how confident he is in those retry battles. And this is against Wise, right? A very world-class jungler, king of the jungle, if you will. But now, focus on the bottom side. Wise actually going to initiate it. They get the flicker out. Super Prince looking for his own angle, but actually not going to commit to it. So it was just there to keep things from going worse.
Yeah, so earlier we mentioned the key to victory for Blacklist, for Onic is to watch out the XP lane ganks. We might not see that for the entirety of this matchup because if I'm Blacklist here, they will want to focus their ganks onto the gold lane. That's the carry they're up against.
Well, right now, the 4 versus 4 here. RWM going to come down. Edward doing what he does best. Feathered airstrike as well. Still looking for an angle to get into this turtle for Onic Philippines. Sensui going to go in, grabs it with the wild charge retribution combo. And yes, it's not even the Martiz, it's this Grok, and he's still able to do it.
Simple as that. You say what you will about it being telegraphed because you saw how he stood and he measured it. Can my wild charge hit? Yes, it can. Retribution.
Sensui.
Sensui
Senses. One of the best this season in retribution duels. One of the heart and souls of Onic and their playstyle this season. But Oriota might get caught out here.
Yeah, let's see if he can actually survive this 1 versus 1. There's the beats coming out from Edward. He has the backup now. 2 versus 1. Super Fritz coming in, raining down on Edward. Grabbing the kill here.
Habun Jingjing got squished.
Oh, Super Friends flying in from out of nowhere.
From downtown.
From downtown, well, midtown, technically.
Correct.
Yeah. You win the mid-low.
Okay, UA's going to avoid that. But yeah, you know, again, I feel like Edward just thought that was a 1v1, but now in the mid lane, no! Super Friends going to get punished. Trapped in the RWM. There you go, Blacklist International now on the board here.
Vengeance Rage at 0 almost immediately.
You were very consistent this season for Blacklist International. Beautiful timing there of a real-world manipulation. Not shy to drop down that star field, knowing that the members of Onic will need to cross a little bit. It was a perfect positioning for him to drop it down. He went for it. He had backup. Great call there by Yue.
Now looking at the items here, still not clear who exactly has the bud.
Yeah.
Who did Venus give it to?
Huh. Yeah, I'm trying to look for it.
I'm guessing it's on Wise. It's only either on Wise or on Owl.
Yeah, usually one of those two. Usually those are the targets for the Floridas to give the lanterns, if I'm not mistaken. Or the flower. It's one of those two.
And so far, it looks like Venus might want to double down. Again, we talked about how it should be Ryota that they should be pressuring, but no, it's like they understand. Nets is the real threat.
Yeah, I mean, that's why we highlighted those 2 players, you know, Nets and Owl leading this matchup. Looks like Wise is just going to wait patiently with Edward here. It's actually just going to be a 2 versus 3 for this turtle. Looks like it's going to go to Sensui again. Wise taking a couple shots with the feathered airstrike. Should be fine, though. But bottom side across map play, not going to convert into anything. So Onic Philippines again, 2 of the turtles in their favor.
That's a clear win for Onic PH, I'd say. Because down bottom, they sent 3. No dice. Nothing happened to Onic, to those 2 down bottom. And all this while, Sensui and the gang up top were doing work. Got their second turtle. Now about 1,000 ahead at 5 minutes. That's great.
And so far, it's just part 2 of game number 1. Both teams playing very similarly. And knowing that they're just going to try to contest the turtles, they'll give space for their marksman, although right now Onic is pressuring a lot more. Is pressuring Owl a little bit more. It's a 500 gold lead here for Nets. That might seem close, but this early in the game, that actually means that Onic has done way more right for their gold laner.
Yeah, even just at this point, right? Them still managing everything across the map so far. Now working on this bottom side.
Not fast.
Not going to be able to get the turret just yet, but still holding on to this lead that they have, doing really well with it. Again, how will it translate for them as they get past that next turtle? Because if they, let's just assume, okay, they do get the flicker out from Oh My Venus, so there's a win. As I was saying, if they get this next turtle, all that matters for Onyx Philippines is actually contesting those Lords again. Again, you can get all 3 turtles, but it really does come down to those Lord fights as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised here if Onic actually considers giving up the turtle so that they can push bottom lane instead. Maybe even potentially get 2 there. They have to make it, they have to play it smart though. They have to show enough bodies on the turtle to make Blacklist think, okay, we should commit 5 or 4, but Edward, too
that's
deep.
going to be tough. He did use the Vengeance here. Still going to be working. It's a 2 versus 1 top side. Edward can't escape that. Ryota grabs the kill. Punishing Edward.
That's significant. Agent Zero got zeroed, and now in the 3rd turtle, last one of the game, they don't have a joy.
Onic, you can see how hard they prepared here. They're not going to be trading this turtle. They're still contesting it, but Onic got to push down bottom.
Yes, and Sui still might try to make a play unless they just give it up here. As they do, they don't want to take any risks. Wise, given the go sign, going to get pushed out. Feathered airstrike from Super Prince. Now Onic Philippines eye set on the mid lane, putting the pressure right there, looking to grab the turret. Tier 1 does fall. No answer just yet from Blacklist International. Couple CCs being overlaid on Kekadut. Why still going here? They get the flicker out, but that's all it's going to be.
All right, in the grander scheme of things, Blacklist played that well. They understood that they had the range advantage. They had all of the checkboxes ticked off to just make a blitz for the turtle. But what did Onic do in that situation? They gave it up. Yes, Insui just tried with the Guardian's Barrier, but they took mid and bottom. Oh, Wise!
So it was the trade after all, although it was still a light contest. When Onic pulled that off, we all know how important the mid lane turret is, especially for teams like Blacklist International. So now Onic, well, at this point, it doesn't look like a massive lead, but it feels like a massive lead.
It's significant.
It's a significant lead.
It's a big 1K.
Yeah, it's a big 1K.
And as we were speaking here, Reptar, Wise just committed Grand Theft Orange. He took it right into Sui's face.
Good steal there. In this scenario, you will do what you can to get wins, and just like that's Insui!
Okay, the wild charge gonna come through. Oh My Venus gonna be in trouble. The heal is not enough that time. And now Wise here wants to punish. Sensui now gonna be caught. Falls to Owl. Kekadut next target. Owl unleashing. Spear after spear. Can't get away. Yue grabs the kill.
That's deja vu. That seems like what Blacklist did earlier to Onic, but the other way around.
Yeah.
It's Blacklist who punished Onic for pushing in too deep.
Yeah, too deep indeed. I really thought the moment they got that kill onto Oh My Venus, they would back off quickly.
Yes.
But it looked like there was a hesitation of, oh, do we fight? Oh, do we back off? Oh, do we help?
It's like we
Do
can.
try?
We should
Feels like
be.
we can, we should be. Yeah, so that hesitation was costly for Onic. And this feels like the first time this series that we saw them hesitate that way. And history has proven, and even in game number 1, it shows, if you hesitate against Blacklist, Blacklist will punish.
And with that, it looks like Blacklist is back on the map. Again, this lead by Onic, what we considered a huge 1K, now shrank to 300 gold. It's at this point that maybe, yes, we can say this is close.
Yeah, still close here. They're going to be caught in the road manipulation. Kekadut not going to be able to find anything. Flickers out as well. Super Prince has to find two. Numeral Blast going to find Wise here. Not enough damage just yet. Nets waiting patiently. Trying to feel this one out. Still a lot here being committed by both teams. Owl lining up the spears for Sensui. They're going to be forced back here. Onic Philippines, they got to reset. They got to gain this health back. It looks like Blacklist International might have their eyes set on actually committing to this. Ryota, though, comes in with a final slash, followed up with a feathered airstrike. One falls for Blacklist International. Owl on the run, too low. And now it's Onic Philippines taking the Lord here. Wise gonna go in and he gets it with the red tree, winning the battle that matters. And now he does fall. Immortality gonna be popped. Yue and Edward have to back off here, but the Lord is secured for Blacklist International.
All hail the king of the jungle! Right in front of the face of the, what? Arguably greatest Retribution duelist in Season 11? Wise just did that.
Wise. Wise, Wise. How many seasons has he been doing it now? Clutch for the king of the jungle. As we look at the items, very close in terms of the gold. Already the 3 core items for a carry is in the hands of Nets. On the Moskov, still on the way to potentially building a Wind of Nature. It looks like. Get a little bit more sustainability there.
Oh. All right, so again, does this not feel like deja vu, fellas? Was this not what happened exactly in Game 1?
It's deja vu, you know? It's exactly kind of what happened previous game, and, you know, given that whole situation, the next one, yeah, you know, that's only the first Lord. So Onic Philippines going to make quick work of it, kind of reestablish themselves. But still, they lose some of this map space, too, that they had the advantage of. And it's still, you know, Blacklist International finding more turrets to take down. And this is where they're known for really punishing teams, right? When these mistakes are made, they get punished. But Onic Philippines might not want to be a part of that. Ryota quite low, but nice stop! Perfect target, Owl! Gonna be in trouble. The heal is there, but it's not gonna be enough as he falls. Now Net's the focus of Edward. They give it a call back here after losing Owl. Another nice play from Onic Philippines.
El Cuago de la Muerte. The Owl of Death. Well, my Spanish is a little spotty, but you know what I mean? Like, Onic spent so much to take down Owl. I'm wondering if that's worth it, now that the Lord is about a minute away.
Well, in that scenario, Onic could have gotten more. You pull the trigger in place like that, even though it was just Owl that they got, that is something. And in this scenario right now, you need that little bit of map spacing that you can get. Look at top side, about to get pushed down here by Onic with Blacklist contesting. But this allows Onic to place themselves prematurely in this Lord area around the mid to get a little bit more control in that place. So yeah, that was a great call there by Onic, but just unfortunate for Owl. Right at the tip of the Numenon blast, it was a beautiful follow-up by Sensui and by the rest of Onic.
Is it possible that Onic still showing signs of hesitation? Again, the way I understood the situation is they could have gotten more. The fact that the Moskov got killed there means a huge chunk of Blacklist firepower was already absent. Maybe, just maybe, Onic could have gotten more.
Yeah, Nets was relatively okay. Although, I think the condition there was since Nets ran into Edward as Onic were trying to reposition, Edward got to bring him down to around 60-65% health, which for Onic was just a little bit too much for their gold laner. They decided to play it safe instead.
Yeah, it's better that they do that, right? Because Nets, again, he's sitting really well here on this carry so far. He's going to be crucial as the game progresses. Edward, not going to be a part of this Lord Dance for now unless he joins this. So Onic Philippines still want to be able to contest this. They've got the numbers advantage. We'll see if they can pull it off. Yue going to get spotted out, pushed out a little bit here. Feathered Airstrike is going to be down, though. Lord takes a reset for now.
All right. Interesting use of the Guardian's barrier there. I'm pretty sure Sensui was maybe hoping for it to go on the other side because the call to use the Feathered Airstrike was a clear go. Like, we have to space him out. This should be a speedy take. But again, que sera, Onic needs to find another approach.
Yeah. In terms of positioning, no one at an advantage right now, although Ryota might be able to surprise Blacklist.
Oh, yeah.
This middle minion wave, though, okay. Blacklist has the information of where the members of Onic are. Blacklist very compact right now. They have to watch out their positioning.
Yeah. Ryota going to get caught out a little bit here. Does flicker around, so we can't use that to get the final slash off. The heal does come through as well. Again, a lot of ultimates committed here and battle spells. Lord sitting at about half health. Still being pushed off here. Wise waiting patiently. Does have the immortality as well.
Yeah, this is up to Sensui.
Still going to be fighting for it. Owl waiting on the backside.
Ryota has final slash.
He has the final slash.
No.
He does not have the initiation tool with the flicker, but can still make a play. Does find Wise here. They're going to give it a go. Edward going down. Strike is secured by Sensui, but Nets has fallen. Blacklist International going to focus on Sensui now. The rest of the team back off. They've got the Lord, but they lost their gold laner.
2 for none for the big prize. What's Onic to do here?
They can't convert this. Look, Blacklist already stopped the Lord. The Lord said, hey, I'm marching down mid. Oh, you guys don't want me to? Look how fast the Lord goes down at the hands of Blacklist. No conversion.
Something tells me we might see a clap back just as quickly from game 1. Blacklist goes straight for it.
And they're going to use the feathered airstrike. They do find Ryota. Wise trying to cancel him the best he can. Has the CC potential, but for now, Onic Philippines holding off with a successful defense here, despite even having that Lord marching in their favor.
All right, not so fast, Onic says. Sensui has respawned nets as well. They're going to try to regain parts of the map. They're going to lose all of their outer turrets, and they're going to be left to their base. Onic has come back from worse, but Blacklist is known to just take games, especially after they lost game 1. They know better now. Blacklist know better now.
Yeah, and surprisingly, despite the action-heavy last 3 to 5 minutes of this game, it is still very close in terms of the gold, in terms of the resources that both teams have. Although Blacklist has a lot more breathing room in the map now, and their Uber is in full effect. Onic, if Blacklist aren't careful, can turn this around.
Okay, still, a lot of poking back and forth. Wise kind of just checking in on Onic Philippines. Sensui, it's kind of like, do you want to fight me or not? And they're just keeping each other in check. But still, unless some amazing concealed play has popped off between either of these teams, it's going to come down to, again, that Lord dance.
A concealed play for Onic with an amazing final slash.
Yep.
Or Blacklist, again, just catching them in the right spot with the right box from the right angle from Yue. So far in the 16-minute game, again, there's 2 keys I'd like to point out. The fact that Wise has Fredrin now. It's so much better at checking bushes and, again, initiating compared to the Baksha, which only had one way in. As well, I'd like to think the Moskov on Owl is a little better. It's got the range advantage on the carry.
Yeah, it has the tools to give him...
Close.
A lot of tools used there. Sensui, you wouldn't want to walk in there. And at the same time, I like how Blacklist International are in sync with Wise. In the moments where Wise would go in even under tower or around 3 to 4 members of Onic, just try to chain together the control abilities that Owl and Yue are always there to follow up. So they have to keep that up there. Blacklist, no hesitation right now. Onic, hesitating a little bit more, but they also need to be very conservative with their use of the feathered airstrike now. It'd be a good thing that they have the Divine Glaive, though, in their hands, so Blacklist need to watch out for that.
Yeah, and as we expected, right, a lot of these just checking going on between both sides, but ultimately comes down to this Lord dance. We see both junglers getting in position. And, one thing that I will say is Blacklist International, this is one of their advantages, right? Most people that have been watching them for a while know how well they handle these Lord dances. And that's where Onic Philippines has to step up here. Sensui's been doing a great job at getting the Retribution battles in his favor, but it also comes down to the team decisions and their placements as well.
Yeah, speaking of Onic, need to be careful how they place themselves, because if they're too close to a stack of Blacklist members receiving a heal from the ultimate of the Florin, that deals out slows and damage. So the healing of Florin isn't all just healing. It has a fair amount of damage and control as well being dished out to enemies.
It's also big damn, Joseph.
Yeah, it's
damn
also
big
damn.
heal. But that's the thing, too. You have to deal with that. There's the conceal. Looks like they're going to focus on Owl. They find him. Oh, we missed it a little bit there, but exactly where they wanted to go. Owl falls here, losing a huge amount of firepower for Blacklist International. Onic Philippines, they got to give this one a go. They can't hesitate.
Yeah, they got to push somewhere. They got to convert that into something. I mean, the minion waves don't look good for them, but there's no Owl on the side of Blacklist.
They're looking to get the Lord, but Wise. Wise is a retry.
Yeah. Wise is setting up
Ryota found him.
Moment. They're going to spot him out here. Still going to whittle it down. They're going to push him back. There's not really any space for Wise to work around with. Wow. They give a call. Great play there from Onic Philippines. They secure the Lord.
I just want to say how brilliant Onic pulled that off, because when they did the conceal, they did that right in the face of Oh My Venus. All they saw then was Oh My Venus. So you'd think, wait, why aren't they rushing Oh My Venus? They knew that the positioning of Oh My V probably meant that there's someone else in the shrub with the queen, and they hit the jackpot. It was Owl in that bush.
And the way that Blacklist adjusted their draft, yeah, say what you will about Wise having a Fredrin, but I still think that's not enough peel. And that's why Onic is getting all of these free goes, finding the angles on their softies.
Oh, this is crucial. So they get the tier 2s down. Now eyes set on these inhibitor turrets. Real world manipulation going to come down from Yue. Trying to clear as much as he can, still keeping this Lord here. That top wave, though, still in favor of Blacklist International for now. Final Slash will come out. It throws Wise here with the immortality with a wild charge. Nets grabbing the kill. Feathered airstrike forcing them off that mid turret.
Oh, Lord.
Onic Philippines, they could look to get these inhibitor turrets down. That top wave still pushing down to tier 2. Now this bottom inhibitor gonna fall.
Wow.
Onic Philippines again, taking another one. Edward gonna get a final slash. Still, they back off for now, focusing on the top side.
Blacklist are quarantined within their own base. Onic are keeping them in there. They're 4K ahead, 20 minutes in. A single life is all the more important. Now the death timers are so significantly bigger. They're much longer.
Yeah. Blacklist International. Can they hold on here? Oh, Starfield already used.
Keep an eye on Ryota. There's the final slash. He canceled it as well. The follow-up, though. Look at the backside. Edward. He's going to be chasing down Nets. They're caught in a split of a team fight. Another falls. It's 3 down for Onic Philippines. Edward doing work. And now Ryota's in trouble. 3 versus 1. He's dashing. He's bobbing. He's weaving. He dodged that one, but ultimately falls. Immortality comes up. Wise grabs the kill. Edward buying so much time in that team fight, splitting up Onic Philippines.
The banana itself got split. Edward, a key item pickup right before that happened was a divine glaive on that joy. Hence why the space Edward was providing also provided a lot of damage. 13 to 15 seconds before the other members of Onic can come back. What can Blacklist do here?
Nets in 10. Oh, Hackathon needs to hold out.
They've got
Can
time.
he hold it?
Couple seconds away.
They back off.
Should be fine, but still, Blacklist International has now at least gotten that inhibitor turret down in mid, but they're down the bottom one. So Onic Philippines still in this. They gotta get the space again, all in time for, again, another Lord Dance battle here. Onic Philippines been doing great so far. Can they pull it off?
It isn't just a Lord Dance, it's a Lord Dance battle.
All right. For those who don't know, Blacklist International and Onic PH from Season 8 were the progenitors of the Lord Dance. In the wake of the Banana Split and the Ube Strat, it was the Lord Dance that the whole world was watching and saying, how does the Philippines do that? Well, it's these two teams, folks. That is their legacy here in our beautiful esport. Much how it is Michael Jackson, you attribute the moonwalk to, it's Blackson and Onic who did the Lord Dance.
Simona.
Well, that's what Wise and Sensui are saying to each other.
That's them.
They're dancing
That's
right
what the junglers do, and right now, still looking for the space on Philippines. Are they gonna get spotted out here? Edward already using the ultimate up here. Still, Lord now with 1/3 of the health. Keep an eye also on Ryota. He is gonna be the man possibly to initiate once that final slash is available. They're trying to buy time. There it is now. Waiting in the bush. Oh, my Venus gonna get spotted out. Real world middle-aged does come down. Nets unleashing. They're gonna get stunned though.
Oh,
now Lord's still being worked on. Onic Philippines quite low. Kakadute is in trouble. Oh, Ryota goes in. Lord's gonna reset. They bought time. Now Edward's still chasing. It's Edward versus Onic Philippines, and he forces them back.
Shamona E to the D to the ward, warding off the members of Onic. And just like that, in a beautiful Lord Dance, Blacklist says this is it. And it's long like it's their time. Agent Zero. Mission accomplished there. But can Blacklist get the victory with 30 plus on the comeback of Sensui and Ryota? How much time, how much space does Onic have to stop a game number 3 from being forced?
They're still 20 seconds away from 2 more members coming up. They're going to buy as much time as possible. Feathered airstrike already used as well. Waves going down here. Top inhibitor going to fall. Lord making his way down mid. They might not even need it though. Kakadu going to fall out, unleashing. And in that moment, Blacklist International takes us to game number 3.
Almost single-handedly, off of the back of Edward's joy.